On the 27th of October in 1964, a teacher by the name of Robert Becker saw what appeared to be a brown suitcase floating half-submerged in Boksburg Lake. Immediately intrigued, he recovered the suitcase and peered inside. One can only imagine his shock when he removed the brown paper bag and the sheet, only to discover that inside was the decapitated torso of a woman. An autopsy was done on the torso, which revealed multiple stab marks across the chest and back area, which were believed to have been inflicted post-mortem. They had also established that the torso was in the water for approximately 24 to 48 hours. On the 7th of November in 1964, another suitcase had been discovered in Wemmerpan Lake, this one containing a pair of dismembered legs. Although an identification was impossible at this time, they were able to determine that the legs belonged to the torso that they discovered 2 weeks prior. And then on the 17th of December, another suitcase was discovered when 2 boys were fishing at Zoo Lake. Inside, they found a dismembered head, which was later determined to belong to the torso and legs that were discovered. However, due to the fact that all of her teeth were missing and the head was in an advanced stage of decomposition, it was very difficult, if not entirely impossible, to identify her. Police went through all of their missing persons cases, asked the public to come forward with any information that may lead to her identification, and even made composite sketches of what the victim may have looked like, but with no luck. The case ended up getting cold and was pushed to the back burner. And then out of the blue 4 years later, in August of 1968, a woman named Catherine Cronier entered a police station and told the captain at the time, James Biesla, that 4 years ago she went to the police station and told them that she believed it to be her mother, Catherine Birch. But she ended up never going to the mortuary to confirm it because she was talked out of it by her family. She ended up going back to the police station after she had found out that her mother's last salary check had been collected by her husband of 10 years, Ronald Birch, who also disappeared when the headless torso was discovered in Boksburg Lake. The case was immediately reopened, and police initiated a manhunt to find Ronald Birch. They ended up going to his mother's house and questioning her. At first, she denies it and claims that her son is overseas. Unable to do much, police ended up leaving. But they knew that she was hiding something, and then returned on the 27th of November to question her again. This time, they were relentless, and Ronald's mother ended up breaking down and admitted to them that she was hiding him in the shed in their backyard. When police entered the shed, they laid eyes on Ronald Birch, handcuffed with homemade metal shackles plugged into a power outlet. Police tried to defuse the situation, but to no avail. Ronald flipped the switch and electrocuted himself without saying a word. To this day, we are only left to speculate as to his motives for killing his wife of 10 years, Catherine Birch. And just to prove that she was telling the truth, that Catherine Birch was indeed her mother, Catherine Cronier took a letter that she had received from her mother 4 years earlier, which had a fingerprint of her mother on it. Police were able to compare the 2 fingerprints, one that they took from the letter and the other one that they took from the torso, and they did indeed match. Catherine Birch was the mother of Catherine Cronier. Until next time.